A major step in our market evolution towards online was the introduction of simulcast in 2004. To have a live online to physical auction was hugely innovative in such a traditional industry. Simulcast is now ingrained into our physical auction process, and penetration has grown from less than 1% of sales in 2004 to over a quarter of our sales today. However, if we include all our online channels, over 45% of our sales are digital. And from 2020 onwards, we expect that shift to accelerate even more, such that the majority of our sales will be online. And when we talk about online, we are talking about things like eBay-style timed auctions with no live auctioneer. We're talking about online auctions where the auctioneer is live, but the cars are not present. And also traditional things such as the buy now option, where the buyer can actually pay for the vehicle and buy the vehicle immediately. These auctions support the physical auction sales, as the cars are still stored at our auction and will go through the physical auction if not sold online, and vice versa. So as we look in our market about how we embrace the shift to digital. So buying a second-hand car is the biggest market for used goods outside of buying a house. As the world continues to move to online buying and mobile shopping, we had to consider how our strategy could evolve to support this. This is truly a global trend, and products and services such as simulcast for us are global products. In essence, simulcast has been a bridge supporting the move to digital auctions and making the transition easy for buyers and sellers. In 2012, we purchased a purely online auction company in Dealer Auction. They sell cars from franchise dealers to independent dealers via an online platform only, with no auctioneer. This model offers a very different pricing proposition and service proposition to physical auctions. Dealer Auction essentially allows the vendors to take their own images and upload the vehicle to the platform, along with description and reserve prices. Helping our customers make the transition to online can be a really complex process. There are a number of concerns about the buying process and the technology that's used, but also the assurance compared to an online purchase versus a physical purchase. It's important that customers trust us to provide them with all the information they need to make an informed purchase decision. In 2019, we created a joint venture with Auto Trader UK, which is the UK's largest consumer online marketplace, to ultimately create the largest UK wholesale online marketplace. We've got a joint vision in terms of the way the market is evolving in the shift to online, and what we've done is put our complementary capabilities together to create a really compelling proposition to our customers. We're launching a new platform in early 2020, which will allow automotive buyers access to stock from franchise dealers, fleet companies and manufacturers, which combines a number of our existing businesses, including the current Dealer Auction, along with a number of Auto Trader wholesale products. This will also make it easy for our customers to subsequently move vehicles through our MoveX business or fund vehicles through our wholesale funding arm. This is part of that digitization of the process and not just about putting the digital transaction online. We offer similar digital models in other markets, including Move It in Canada and Mannheim Express in the USA. With the shift to online, we're also combining the very best of our physical capabilities into what we've called a phygital strategy. In essence, this is recognizing as the transaction moves online, there are still vital services that need to be done to vehicles to enable that transaction to take place. So what we're doing is we're redefining our business value proposition, and some of the capabilities that we originally only offered through the physical auction, we're now seeking to extend to customers who may not be doing the transaction via our own auctions. Wholesale online marketplaces can be just as complex as consumer online marketplaces. In our business, in many ways, it's more complicated than the physical auction. If the system goes down, put simply, we can't sell cars. Our physical business is supported by our strong relationships with vendors and buyers. We don't own the cars, so it's of paramount importance that we maintain strong customer relationships. If we have no cars, we'll have no buyers. So some of the digital challenges can be the technology, but also how do you maintain a personal relationship with customers in a purely online environment? Building that trust online is absolutely critical, and making sure you have the products and services to provide assurance for customers. And put simply, when you're in a transition arrangement between physical and online, how do you help your customers through that transition process? But whether the vehicle is sold online or through a physical auction lane, there are some similar challenges in terms of the physical side of things, in terms of moving the metal, storing it, refurbishing it, repairing it, and actually processing these volumes at speed and cost effectively. We address these issues through investing in continuously upgrading our digital technology, but also the support services to enable the physical processes to take place as quickly and efficiently as possible. We can help customers with training materials, concierge services, and ongoing and immediate support if required, because often these same customers are buying physically as well as digitally. We want to make sure that they're fully informed to make a purchase decision. Our vendors also transacting online through us, so in terms of the way they communicate with us, in terms of the reserve prices they set, the whole world is increasingly moving to a digital exchange process.